Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. There we go.
There we go. Good evening all and welcome inside Canlan Sports Ice Arena here in West Dundee, Illinois, the home of your Huskies, who are back in action tonight. It's our first game of our doubleheader here on Huskies Nation. It features D1 Husky hockey versus Aurora University. The Spartans and the Huskies played last night, in which the final score ended in a tie, 3-3. Stay tuned for more after this broadcast of D3, a matchup from last night between the Illinois State Redbirds and the Huskies. Starting goaltenders will be announced. And for more on our starting lineups, let's take a listen in on PA. The action just about to get underway. Let's take a look at our starting netminders. Skylar Cord gets the nod here tonight. He was the last starting goaltender the last time these two teams met in Dundee. On the other side, Andrew Finneman going to get the start. He's made 4 appearances this year in which he's only let in 1 goal, has a shutout, .980 save percentage. And we are underway. 1 to the back by the Huskies. Peters plays it, Walker Smith. He's got Morgan. And across, here's Zimmerman, rang it off the iron. And it's kept in, Cord getting tested early. Max Lieberman cannot get out of the zone, but it pops over the head and does. Here's Gwiazdowski, trying to cut to the middle, runs into a pack of Huskies. Played ahead. Swatted out of the air by Souza. And played from Mueller to Maldonado, and that's just out of his reach. Charlebois defended well. Souza with the tip in. Luke Ballantyne is the first one on the scene. Played up to Marxus, keeping it in at the point. Good work by Souza to get it through. Maldonado in the corner. Kicks to his stick. Down low, Maldonado, tough shot, and that one's denied. The rebound up high, Van Voorhis shoots, and that one goes off a body and wide. Here comes Liam Charlebois. He's mashed by Tamarxis. The shot goes off the glove of Finneman. Tight work defensively. Maldonado picks off a pass and moves the other way. He shoots one. Save made. Cord. He holds on. Face-off controlled by the Huskies and in deep. Minch to put it out. Mattis Norkus on the scene there. Trying to clear things up. Played all the way up ahead. Pass was a little too hot to handle for Russell. And backhanded by Flood into the zone. Sturm diagonally trying to get around Flood off sides as Russell was a little too eager there. 17-18 left in period 1. Face-off upcoming just outside the Huskies offensive zone. Varallo trying to get through the defense there of Deutsch. Could not quite feed Varallo, who was standing right in front. Picked off right in. Shirky's there. He hit his own man. Back to the point. Norkus, his shot off a leg and wide. Shirky down low. Lukwinski plays it up to the point. Norkus, his shot goes off a stick and out of play. It was Robert Gwiazdowski's stick. A little over 4 minutes gone by in this first period. Skylar Cord awaiting a faceoff that'll be taken to his right. One to the back. Lukwinski for Varallo and Fred Shirky. And he scores! No, it went off the bar. No, it did go in. A roof job shot in front of the net. Jeff Shirky. 1-0 Huskies. Some good offensive work by the Huskies, and they get an early goal. Looking to add some more to that as it's taken by Smith. Rung all the way around Cord out of his net to play the puck, keeping it away from Robbie Zimmerman, who can be dangerous at times. It's taken by Gio Grano. Grano hounded by two Huskies. All the way out to center, Derek Kimbrough. Puck bouncing all over the place. Keaton Peters locates his man. It's Zimmerman dropping off for Smith. He rang it off the glass. The rebound pops out in front, and it's swatted wide. Smith stealing one away from Elijah. Puck pops up high, past the red line. A lead pass, and now a little drop off for Morgan from Walker Smith. Morgan trying to get some speed to the outside. He's watched well. And now Smith in front. Zimmerman shoots. And it's in the crease off the post. Laying there on the goal line. Very close. But no cigar as Tamarxis cannot handle the puck, and it's all the way back in the Husky zone. Robbie Zimmerman, a little bank pass intended for Souza, the newcomer this year who's been very hot. Big hit along the boards, and then some more. There'll be a penalty as Souza came crashing in on a defenseless man. He was standing up for his teammate, J.J. Mueller. The Spartans will have an opportunity to tie this game in the game's first power play. It's won by Mueller and kept in at the zone. Lieberman playing it around. Peters able to thread a nice little pass. Here comes the shot, and save made, swatted out of the air on the rebound. And Mueller almost had a goal, but it went wide. Tamarxis is run into from behind. Charlebois on him. Deutsch leaving it for Lieberman. A Ray stick. Here comes Mueller to the backhand, save made, rebound, swatted at twice. And then it comes out ahead again. Here's the shot, blocked by Deutsch. Some great shorthanded opportunities for the Huskies. It's out to center. Mueller puts a nice little head fake on, gets into the zone, takes the shot, pad save again. Skylar Cord's been very busy. The defense of the Spartans just gonna try to settle things down here. They got 45 seconds left on the power play. Lieberman has it go off his stick. It's slappered all the way back down. Grano lays a big hit in behind, has a stick peeled by Morgan. And Cam Pathana exits the zone with Morgan to his right. He leaves it there for him. Morgan cannot get through the defense of the Spartans. Taken up ahead. And a pass missing Zach Taylor. Pathana tries to clear but can't. 2 seconds and 1. Penalty time is up. Souza out of the box. Morgan, pass intended for Shirky, just missed. Pathana leading ahead. Souza out of the box. Lost the puck for a moment, got it back. Shirky keeps it in deep. Morgan's there. Fed in front, no Huskies home. Chris Butler ahead. Zach Taylor at the red line. Tries a pass again, cut off by a Husky. Here comes Walker Smith with Zimmerman. Zimmerman trying to cut to the slot. He lost the puck. It just squirts outside of the zone. Kimbrough goes off the glass. Walker Smith finding Sturm, looking for Zimmerman. It rolled off his stick. Hugulair fighting with Sturm in the corner. Zimmerman tries to pin it up against the boards, but it's stolen by Gio Grano. Trying to get around Franklin. Bodies him. Franklin with a diagonal pass that goes off the boards, out of reach of Walker Smith, and now play is blown dead. In behind, there's a fight going on. Behind the play. Shirky going at it with a man down on the ice. That's Charlebois. Shirky will go, and Grano, who was in that crowd of humanity as well, will also go. Charlebois as well. Let's take a look. 2 men in the box for Aurora. We're not even 8 minutes into this game. So fighting penalties assessed. And then Liam Charlebois gets an extra 2 minutes. So a Husky power play. Van Voris right away shoots, save made, Skylar Cord out. And down below the Huskies trying to work it through, but not so fast. J.J. Mueller weaving to the slot. Shoots a pass out there to Rybka. Drops it off for Morgan. Across crease. And just off Rybka's stick, out of the zone it comes. Van Voris is on it. J.J. Mueller picks up the puck. Tried to get one to Rybka, didn't connect. Cleared out by the Spartans, and they get a line change. Majority of our play has been to the left, as the Huskies have been very offensive to begin this game, but struggling to get some sort of possession in the zone on this power play. Off of a stick of Souza and cleared out once again. Robbie Zimmerman's got some room. A perimeter check to the outside. Souza. Playing catch down low. Maldonado lost it. Walker Smith just barely kept it in at the line. Battle for the puck right in front of the Spartan bench. Finally cleared out. Walker Smith handles Mattis Norkus. Off the glass and out. Norkus steals away from Lieberman. He cuts to the crease. He shoots one. Paddle stop. Skylar Cord again. Zimmerman. Penalty time is up. Here's a one-timer. Smith save. Rebound in front. Norkus battling there. It's swatted at by Maldonado, and it pops up high in behind. Play still alive. Walker Smith's got it. Tough little pass to handle for Maldonado. A battle ensues in the corner. Maldonado pokes it loose, but the Spartans get to it first. Zimmerman. Pass impeded, is looking for Souza, gets it into the zone. Huskies begin another outbreak. Souza to the outside. Maldonado, his pass is broken up. To the corner it goes. In front, Souza, pad save again. Cord looking for it, locates, and then it comes out again. Walker Smith. Maldonado in behind, trying to get it to Van Voorhis. The puck is taken out by Elijah. Smith, a nice little move to steal it away from him. Shoots one just wide. The battle in front of the net goes just wide on the rebound. Taken up ahead again. And popped through. Struggling to handle that one was Kimbrough. It's offsides. Skylar Cord comes out of his net to play this one. To Marxus, forced to retreat to center. Ends up with the puck though and shoots it in. Varallo's first there. Tried to get it to Shirky, went off a blue sweater, but it does stay in the zone. Varallo making a little something out of nothing, throws it towards the net wide to Marxus. At the top of the zone, shoots for a deflection. That's stopped by Cord. Right out to Shirky. Shirky, a little give and go, save made Cord. .802 remaining in period one. 1-0 Huskies. Jeff Shirky, the goal scorer. And Souza take this face-off. Instead, it's one pulled back by Gio Grano and cleared by the Spartans. A little too far and an icing. Robert Gwiazdowski was there, but did not win the battle. Pulled back, Rybka. Up high, Franklin shoots off a stick wide. Puck takes a funny hop off a stanchion and stolen away by Maldonado. Oh, what a move, shot! Cord makes the save. Nearly dangerous, Maldonado with a beautiful little head fake there. But Skylar Cord continues to stay locked in. He's been very, very good after allowing the opening goal. He's also been very busy. His faceoff is won and thrown right in front of the net. Maldonado tipped it just wide, and now he shoots from a tough angle, and that goes wide as well. Mueller couldn't hold on to it. Shot in on Finneman. Deutsch trying to spark some offense, and Finneman will cover to get a faceoff. Mueller being hounded by Gio Grano. And out to center, Souza kicks to the stick on a pass, trying to feed one in front again. Recovering though, taking Peters. JJ Mueller shoots one, that one's blocker to side by Cord, taken. Out to center, Pathana defending well. Deutsch heads to the bench. Swatted out of the air there by Elijah. Can't get past Cam Pathana and Keaton Peters. Pathana locates a man. Souza in stride, into the zone. Shoots one from a tough angle. Again, stopped by Cord. Hugulair turned it over in behind the net. Souza right there. Rolls in behind the net again, though. Hugulair on it. Kept in by Pathana, worked wide by Souza, tried to go back to Maldonado, and the pass was broken up by Elijah. Up high, not out. Shot deflected on goal. from Souza's stick. It went wide. Peters at the top of the zone shoots. Tip from Souza. Another save by Cord. Morgan wins the faceoff back to Tamarxis. A little miscommunication there as it goes outside of the zone. Here's a banker off of Walker Smith's stick. Andrew Flood there in the corner. Plays it up to his man, Chris Butler. Just gets it out to neutral ice, though. Tamarxis forces them in deeper. Here's Hugulair. Trying to keep it away from Maldonado. Walker Smith turned it over for a second and now gets it after losing it in his skates. Throws it up high. Here is Van Voris, a high shot. And Cord with another save to get a whistle with 5:17 remaining in period one. Morgan there trying to get it to Smith, and it was stolen away from him. Clearing attempt once again, gloved down, this time by Zimmerman. Shoots one in front, goes off a couple of bodies, and taken by Ballantyne. Trying to get it deep into the zone. Tamarxis is the first one there. Trying to throw it as Elijah. Van Voris all over that. You know, a battle, it's kicked loose. All the way to the other side. Kimbrough trying to play it in front, went off a body. Tamarxis pops up in the air off the glass, but not out. This one rolls in on Finneman. He'll get the face-off. A Spartan face-off win. Ballantyne, a little head fake there, drags it around, rings it around, and the Huskies the first to it. Here's a high pass, gloved down. Russell throws it towards the net. Cord got that. Norcus shoots off the glass. It's Russell again. Goes off of a skate, taken. Giograno locates his man there, shot through the crease. Rybka playing it through. Norcus trying to swat it out of the air. Huskies wind up with the puck. It's Wilczek up the top of the zone. Top of the circle, shoots, that's wide. A diagonal pass cut off. And now Sturm into the zone. He's got some space, he shoots just wide. Skating right, shooting left. Max Lieberman gets it just as far as center. Wilczek. Huskies force another turnover in the zone. Shirky, the goal scorer, tried to feed Varallo. The pass was intercepted by Lieberman. Shirky with the tip in at the zone. Shirky tried to pass it back to Peters. It was broken up and he went tumbling to the ground. Jeff Shirky starts an out pass. Whistle blown here as the Spartans have iced it. Check that, we have a penalty, and the Spartans will head to the power play as Keaton Peters sits for 2 minutes. 1 to the back, and it's Deutsch. Lieberman, back to Deutsch. Lieberman looking to wind up, tries a long wrister, and that is located by Finneman. He gives up no rebound. Face off 1, but all the way down to center. Lieberman was looking for a pass that was broken up by Mueller. Norkus in deep. Up high to the point. Grano looking to take the shot. Instead got it across Lieberman. Deutsch back to Grano. Glove down by Lieberman. All the way across. Deutsch, shot, winds up in the crease, and Liam Charlebois couldn't locate. Now we have another whistle, a cross check. Tamarxis will go to the box. It'll be 5-on-3 for 1:10. Mueller was on the ice. They had to take him off because he was the 4th man. 1 to the back. Lieberman. Top of the zone. Lieberman's got some space in the slot. Shoots. Blocker save. To the corner it goes. Charlebois across. Here's Grano's shot. Save. Finneman. No rebound. Grano could not pull it back, but it winds up in the corner there. Elijah. Charlebois scanning. Lieberman, one-timer Grano, and that went wide. Took the hop off of the glass in the possession of Lieberman. Across. Here's Grano, top of the circle, going back out. Grano, pass was impeded there by Morgan. Elijah. Lieberman in behind. Grano across. Charlebois couldn't handle the pass. He goes back to Grano. One-timer wide of the net. Charlebois barely kept it in. Morgan ran into him, and he plays it with his glove to center. That does it for the first penalty. 20 seconds remaining in period 1 and 45 seconds remaining on the minor. Working it loose. Grano shoots. It got to the crease, and it was swatted out of there by the paddle of Finneman. Now the Huskies touch up, and they'll just let the clock run out. To intermission we go. 25 seconds remaining on the minor penalty to Tamarxis. Teams will get a break, and we'll take our first break here on Huskies Nation. 1-0, thanks to Jeff Shirkey of the Huskies. We'll be back in 15. Hey, guess what? We're back. Ready for period action, second period action here in Dundee. 1-0. Huskies on a goal from Jeff Shirkey. And they're going to be shorthanded to begin this period, as Tamarxis took a late penalty. About half a minute remaining on that, and both teams getting their lines that they want out there. Peters, Mueller, Pathana, and Souza, the defenders out there for the Huskies. And we are back underway. And swatted loose, Souza steals it away, gets to the net, and a save is made. Back up ahead. Pathana across, right to the slot, roofed up high and getting the glass, Mueller. Played through. Deutsch heads to the bench. Carried by Charlebois across, and that one denied by Finneman. In front again! Grano, and Finneman makes a second save. Maldonado recepts this pass with one hand. Penalty time is up. Maldonado shoots up high off the glass. Peters retrieves it. Souza. Maldonado, the catch and the shot. Score! Micah Maldonado. The Texan makes it 2-0. Off a beautiful setup from Souza. Maldonado, a 2-goal game, and the Huskies looking for more. The shot and the save on Morgan by Skylar Cord. Tamarxis settles this one down, shoots wide. There it is, up ahead. It's Zach Taylor. Can't get anything going. Tamarxis, nice defense there. Deutsch runs into him. In front of the bench, Gwiazdowski. Able to get it into the zone for a second. Walker Smith leaves it on a platter for Ryan Morgan. And Smith in front, wide open net. Robbie Zimmerman. 2 quick goals, and it's 3-0 Huskies. Tic-tac-toe. And if you give a guy like Robbie Zimmerman and Walker Smith enough space and time, that's what'll happen. Face-off control by the Huskies. And gotten in. Played through. Trying to fix the camera situation here. Apologies. Up high, here's Wilczek. Tumbles down. He blew a tire there, was not tripped. J.J. Mueller, up ahead they come. Wilczek The defenseman drops it off for Sturm. Lost it, and it was stolen away. Grano working in. Past Norcus wide. Grano a little outmanned. The Spartans are changing. Up high, Kimbrough throws this one wide of the net. It's Rybka. Nice little move to get into the zone. Rybka with some space. Looking for Varallo, holds on to a wraparound. Cut off by Cord. Lofted all the way out. Pass from Pathana. Reaches Peters. Varallo's shot is denied by Cord, and he holds on for a whistle. Pulled back. And here comes the outbreak for the Spartans. This is Elijah finding his man there. Charleroi in deep. Looking to go out high to Valentine, but he's checked. Puck squirts loose to Grano. Shot. Glove save. Once again, out again, it's Pathana. Pathana from the circle shoots, save, made, rebound, Cord got that one too. It's on top of the net. The Huskies try to pry it loose, but the whistle is blown. Puck swatted at by the Huskies. They're trying to locate Varallo, top of the circle. Thrown from a tough angle, denied by Cord. Shirky. Lieberman and the Spartans exit. It's Deutsch. Deutsch one-on-one with Van Voris. He's forced to the outside. Tamarxis is there. Prize one loose of Gwiazdowski. Tipped out of the air and all the way down into the zone. Cord calling for icing. He's not called. Meanwhile, played right in front. Varallo in the area. He's in behind the net now. Here's a one-timer. Van Voris deflected in front. Save Cord. Rebound through traffic, and it's thrown out. Left there. Tamarxis takes a run at Butler, spins him around. Rybka at the red line, could not connect with Mueller. Tamarxis locates Maldonado, who's got a goal in this period, shoots as he was looking for another. Save Cord to the corner. Lieberman does get it out of the zone. Tamarxis couldn't handle it. Mueller over the line, they were offsides. Jim Franklin shoots it in from the red line. Oh, and a big collision in behind. Ballantyne went barreling into the board. Souza took a run at him. Meanwhile, the other way, 3-on-3, and another offside this time against Aurora. .39 remaining in this middle frame. Robbie Zimmerman and Micah Maldonado have doubled up and made it 3-0 Huskies. Franklin going to Maldonado in stride. Diagonally into the corner, Souza. And along the boards, Gombarchek arrives here at this puck. Stealing away from Maldonado in his back pass right to Mueller, who moves up in a 3-on-1. Mueller with Maldonado. Mueller shoots. Save. Cord. And he locates. He'll freeze play. Walker Smith was losing his stick, and the clearing attempt goes into the netting. We'll have another face-off. Walker Smith runs into 3 blue sweaters, but keeps possession, then loses it. Tried loose of him by Elijah, but the Huskies keep it in the zone. Zimmerman bodied by Lieberman. Taken out by Charlebois. He can't get past a Husky along the boards. That's Pathana. Pathana barely keeps it in at the blue line. Rockets this one over the glass and out of play. Peters waiting for his line mates to touch up. They're onside and they get in, and it's Deutsch. Check that Hugulair, can't get it out of the zone. Morgan in deep, Zimmerman, Smith in front. The lane pretty well watched. Peters takes a pass off the boards from Zimmerman, now down low again. Morgan shoots from a tough angle, goes wide, maybe getting a piece of it was Cord. Morgan twisting and turning his way through, but he's eventually hounded by blue sweaters, cleared by Deutsch. Receiving a pass is Elijah. He's got some space to the net. Save made with the pad. Finneman in the net is knocked loose. That'll draw a whistle. Pried loose there. And Smith racing to the puck first in the corner. The Huskies force a turnover. A pass intended for Van Voris is broken up by Elijah. Out to center, they are forced back in. Valentine throws this all the way out. Spartans changing. Thrown all the way down the ice by Van Voris. It's an icing. Pulled back, and Valentine shoots into the glove. Finneman's got it. He's going to get ready for this upcoming face-off. He's not been tested much, but in the moments that he has, he's become up big. They killed off a 5-on-3. Made some sharp saves there. Potentially looking at the future of Huskies goaltending. Rybka, a diagonal pass. Cleared out by Cord. Van Voorst picks that opportunity off. It's Rybka again. A little drop off. Shirky in front on the doorstep. Swatting away at it, Cord. And Shirky cannot get it in the net. Instead, it goes in the glove of Cord. We have a whistle. Controlled by the Huskies. Played up, Varallo went off his stick. Franklin gets it back in. Abrokta is there, fed in front, Varallo off his stick. Having trouble is Chris Butler with the puck. Back out to neutral ice, the puck comes. Gombarchuk, a diagonal pass off Butler's stick, in deep. Wilczek is the first one to it, but they can't get it out. Flood comes to the slot, shoots up high. Hugulair on that rebound could not locate. It's taken by Abrokta. Abrokta over the line and a shot and a save. Cord gets the whistle. Here is a turnover and a shot by Souza. Goes up high over the net. Pathana left for him off of a stick. Glove down by Souza. Still got it, and he tries a shot blocked. Lieberman feeding it through. Peters cuts off a pass intended for Elijah. Here's Mueller, cross ice. It's Souza shooting off the blocker of Cord. It goes down and low and in. Right on the doorstep is Souza. Another save, Cord. Peters receives it at center ice. 9.5 remaining in this middle frame. In front of the net. Souza wide on a feed. Here's Pathana. Looking over his options. Nice little pass to Maldonado, shoots, and that one goes off a Cord's blocker and into the netting. To Marxus after the Husky faceoff win. Zimmerman feeds it. And Morgan with a pad save there, Cord. And Voris waiting for the puck at center. Valentine retrieves this one. Skyrockets it all the way down to Marxus. Off a Deutsche stick, and Walker Smith, hounded, pried loose of him from Kimbrough. Gloved all the way down. It would be a hand pass if a Husky touched it. Instead, thrown down. Now the Huskies have possession to Marxus. He's brought down by Ballantyne. Morgan tried to swipe it away from him instead. Shot all the way down by Ballantyne. Out of Deutsch's reach. It was behind him. Zimmerman's got some space. Drops it for Smith. The shot. Save, Cord. Zimmerman, the rebound. Corner. Drops it off to Marxus. Top of the zone. Right back to Zimmerman. The pass missed. Kimbrough. Not out. Morgan. Fighting for possession of the puck. Robbie Zimmerman steps in. Up, and here's a long shot by Norkus. Blocked right to Walker Smith, waits and shoots wide. Dangerous opportunity there. Now he has pried loose of him. Zach Taylor slicing and dicing his way through center of the shot. Pad save, Finneman. Van Voorst, the defenseman, the first one on the rush, shoots just wide of cord. Comes to the other side, Rybka. Huskies are changing. Lieberman's run into from behind by Morgan. Rybka trying to get to that side. Forced loose, shot all the way down. This is going to be an icing. 7:17 remaining in period 2. Huskies looking to pick up their 8th win of the season. Again, they tied last night at Aurora 3-3, and if they do pick up the win tonight, they would pick up their 8th and continue their streak. Sitting comfortably in first place in this division, taken off the face-off, glove down by Rybka, in deep. Rybka playing catch back and forth, Sturm in front of the net. Up high, Norkus, the long shot is blocked. Trying to split the defense this way. Norkus prevents an opportunity from Charlebois. Charlebois working against Zimmerman. And now right in front of the net, a backhander to the crease from Elijah is denied by Finneman. Right up again. Grano trying to connect there, a high pass, winds up on the other side. Elijah. Grano at the blue line, keeping this offensive opportunity alive. It's Charlebois. Russell plays it to center. Sturm can't play it. Russell lands right in his possession. Right to the net he cuts. Tries the wraparound. And he scores! It rattled off of a couple Spartans in front and wound up in the back of the net. Rybka was there on the goal line. He swatted at it. Not sure if he got a piece of it before it went in. Either way, 4-0. You get to the puck to the front of the net, you never know what'll happen, and sometimes good things will happen. That's just what happened there. Huskies again, Shirky tried a back pass out of sync. Pathana had trouble along the blue line to his D partner Peters. Varallo pinched free. And now the Huskies gain possession. They've done a lot of that tonight. Here is Varallo, side of the net, tried to forward it to Shirky. It was picked off. Kimbrough still can't get it out. Shirky to Varallo, the shot, save cord. Denies it. Gets a whistle. Spartans control this one. Taylor trying to connect. Deutsch playing it for Taylor, and he lost it, had it taken by Peters to center. So it was CJ Rybka who licked up the gravy on that previous play. Thrown right in front, save Finneman. And the goal is credited to him. Lukwinski carries into the zone, trying to split the defense. Peters was there, could not handle. It was out of his reach. Lukwinski again, up to the top of the zone, Pathana. Down low, Varallo. Varallo running out of time, he'll go. Dish it to Shirky. Lost it to Ballantyne. Ballantyne trying to clear right to Varallo though. Pathana tried a long shot and it was cut off by Ballantyne. Pathana shooting this one all the way down ice, a pass missing, icing. Pathana does get it out of the zone. Lukwinski, home free to the net, backhander, score! Lukwinski, a beautiful goal. It's 5-0. A roof job. How about the hands from Lukwinski there? Showing off the speed as well. The Huskies in full control. And Hugilair in deep. Van Voorhis. J.J. Mueller slicing and dicing his way through. Turning around, looking for help. Locates a man and goes right back to him. Mueller. Good defense there from Grano. Mueller the first to this one on the other side. There's Souza in the corner. Maldonado retrieves his pass, was looking to the back door, and that was cut off. 3-on-2 the other way. Slowed up quickly, Elijah right in front. Swatted at by Charlebois off of the blocker of Finneman. Got it now. Backhanded towards the net, blocked by a few Huskies. Hugilair tried one, that blocked by Tamarxis, looking for it in his equipment. Stolen. Hugilair could not locate. Taken by Rybka on a missed pass. Into the zone, shoot, save, rebound, in the net. And there's more after. See here, it looked like it went in the net from this angle, but no celebration here. Faceoff will come outside of the zone. Call on the ice is no goal as it was kicked into the net. Zimmerman, Franklin shoots, save, Walker Smith. An outlet and a zone entry, a shot and a save by Finneman, no rebound. Andrew Flood trying to get his team back in this game. They've been not going to use the S word here, but Finneman has been very sharp so far when he's needed to be. Norcus. Ballantyne keeping it into the zone, and he was thinking about the Michigan lacrosse style move. We saw that last night with Illinois State. Meanwhile, the other way, Morgan trying to get it to Zimmerman, picked off by Ballantyne and gotten nearly out by Flood. Zimmerman. Puck bouncing around everywhere. Ballantyne backhands it, not out. Glove down by Zimmerman. Little head fake to the middle. Shot off the bar. And now a shot by Norkus is blocked. Down to the final minute of this second period. Off the glass once again, pinballing everywhere. Does make its way out to center. Gombarczyk lost it. Morgan, circle shot, it's wide. Norkus jumping up in the play. Nobody home in deep for the Huskies. Morgan gets to it first, drops it off. Zimmerman twirling, going over to Norkus and back to Zimmerman again. Got some room, takes the shot, save, Cord. Shot all the way down. Norkus gets to it, it's been iced. Another face-off will come in the vicinity of Cord. Face-off won immediately. Sturm pulled it to the net. Save again by Skylar Cord. Puck squirts loose to Chris Butler. Maybe looking for one last opportunity before the period ends, but the Huskies are on it. And the clock ticks down. An offensive onslaught in this second period. 4 goals from the Huskies, and it's 5-0. Huskies with 27 shots in that period. They head to the locker room, and we'll head to our second break here on Huskies Nation in the first game of our doubleheader here. We'll see you in the 15 minutes for the final 20 minutes of this one. 40 minutes gone by, 20 minutes left to play in a 5-0 lead going into this third for the Huskies. Morgan drawn up against Grano in the faceoff, and Grano won it. Hugillaire had lost it. Zimmerman did too. The puck flying all over the neutral zone here to begin this third period on a fresh sheet of ice. Soares just past Zimmerman. Hugillaire, here's a whistling shot from Pathana, wide of the net. Here's another try in front. Walker Smith brought down a man trying to collect that loose puck. It'll be a penalty. 30 seconds gone by in this third. Walker Smith, the guilty party, going to the box for tripping. And a 4-minute double minor. Looks like the referee gave Walker Smith an extra penalty. Said something that the referee didn't like. Here's a shot by Lukwinsky, who has a goal tonight. Goes off of the paddle of Cord into the netting. So an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty added on top of the tripping minor to Walker Smith. It's 5-0. This is a great opportunity for this to become a game again. Spartans have it. It is Lieberman. Lieberman finding the puck along the other side and getting it in is Jake Deutsch. Grano up high for Deutsch. Perimeter check here. Lieberman was looking for Grano and the pass was cut off. The Huskies get it down. Cord out to play it. Locating Deutsch, receives it on his backhand. Pass impeded there. Lugwinski got a stick on it to keep it away from Grano, and the Huskies keeping it away from him right now. Peters. Turned it over to Elijah. And then the Huskies clear. Lieberman. Off of Morgan's skate, Deutsch carries. Deutsch in deep, it's to Marxus, backhanding it out past Deutsch, who's back in his own zone to get this one. Not much going on this power play. Still 2.5 minutes remaining. Lieberman trying to change things, dropping it off. Grano. Once again to Marxus with good defense there. All the way back is Zach Taylor, looking over his options from behind his own cage. The first penalty is up, down to the final 2. To Marxus, pinning it against the boards, kicking it to himself and then losing it. Lieberman, top of the zone. Spartans have possession now. Lieberman across, Grano shanked it. Franklin in behind. Gave it away to Charlebois. But Lieberman was out of sync on the pass. Grano re-enters the zone, trying to stay onside and missing the pass. Charlebois. Huskies get it out. A great defensive showcase here for the Huskies on this penalty kill. Grano flying by everybody, lost the puck. Held in by Kimbrough. Right to the slot. Zach Taylor's shot never made it to the net wide. Kimbrough again from center. Souza took a run there at Kimbrough. The other way, Morgan shorthanded to the net, swatted wide. Kimbrough is there. Off of Charlebois, sticking in. First on the scene, Norcus. Gave it up. Zach Taylor's shot is denied, soaked up by Finneman. With 25 seconds remaining on the minor penalty, that's their first shot in this sequence. Puck off the glass. Zimmerman. Pinned up against the boards. He's letting this time one down. The Huskies have killed off the penalty. Smith out to the bench. And they get Sturm out there. Back to even strength. Zach Taylor. Had to keep his head on a swivel. Turns back. Charlebois gets it into the zone and then pays a price. Winging it back. Shot all the way in. Puck just to lose Elijah there. It's Sturm. There, Rybka on his backhand to the crease. Swatted wide. Sturm up in the air. Elijah settles it down. Can't get it out though. Grano runs into Russell there. Pathana picks up the puck. Leaving it over. That pass intended for Pathana sails all the way out of the zone. Sturm getting away from Elijah on his backhand towards the net. Hacked back into the crease. A couple of saves, 3 times by Cord. Dives on it. Play is halted. Shirky to Marxus. Morallo, cross ice, Van Voris, down low. Morallo there. After the save by Cord, shoots one wide, to Marxus does. Picking it up, Grano. The dump and chase. Varallo's the first one to it, though. Loses the puck. Almost gave it away to Chris Butler. Now the Huskies settling things down. Abrokta trying to beat the icing call, cannot. And then he's driven into the boards after the play. Ballantyne sits in the box. The Huskies going to get a power play, a roughing call after the play. So they do. get him for running into Pathana after the play. Meanwhile, Peters, Zimmerman, looking over his options. Is running out of time there. Gets it to Maldonado. Maldonado surveys. Walker Smith has it dropped off to him, and then the return. In front looking for Souza. Pass broken up. Good play by Lieberman. Grano. Nice little move to get it out of the zone. Zach Taylor, 1-on-3, runs into Peters. A good penalty killing act there from number 72 in blue. All the way up ahead. Maldonado. Again outmanned. Down below, threw it in front. And they got a piece of the netminder. Keaton Peters got some space going across. Walker Smith couldn't settle the pass. Lieberman working against him. Smith stands his ground. There into Robbie Zimmerman, the drop pass. Maldonado trying to go back to Zimmerman, and his pass was broken up once again. Peters down low in front. Maldonado scores his second of the night. On the power play, a tic-tac-toe play, and it's 6-0. Morgan unable to get to that puck. It's hacked into the bench. The whistle. Sturm retrieving the pass. He's into the zone. He finds his man right to the goal. And a good save by Cord. The rebound up high to Marxus. Huskies are hungry for a touchdown, and Morgan shoots just wide. Huskies have numbers entering the zone. Sturm was in front. Morgan tried to get it to him, but a blue sweater got there first. Wilczek. There ahead they go. Charlebois. To a loose puck, lost it to Morgan. Ryan Morgan, 1-on-3. He's got Sturm coming in for a reinforcement. Did get it to him. No, it was just out of his reach. And Grano clears. Grano's shot just flies wide of the net. And then he throws it right back into Finneman, who scoops it up for a whistle. Halfway through this third period. Max Lieberman tries to shot, was looking for the tip, it winds up in the net. Brandon Elijah, who was standing in front of the net, kept hacking and whacking at it. Got rewarded. It's 6-1. Hugulair out to center. Puck sails past Peters, and then it'll be iced. Anthony Abrokta nearly had an opportunity, a good defensive recovery there by Elijah, the goal scorer. Ribka trips, keeps it in the zone for the moment. The other way, shot up high off the glass by Charlevoix. Keaton Peters. Husky got some men out there, Abrokta's shot, and a save made. The rebound, Huskies poking away at it. The play is whistled dead. Cord held it just long enough. Fished out of the corner, but no one home for the Huskies. Butler working against Varallo. Down into the zone, a pass missed, icing. Lugwinski retrieving the pass, headed down ice, knifing in, shoots it wide. Shirky there on the other side, run into by Ballantyne. Stolen away by Varallo. He tried to connect with Shirky, but the pass was broken up. Good play by Ballantyne. Check that Gumbarchak, and he goes to the line. Change, and, well, maybe he will have to stay on if got off before the icing was called. There he is, back out onto the ice. Face off one and pulled towards the net. Maldonado reached for it with one hand, but could not grasp it. Going across, J.J. Mueller. Tried to go back to Norcus. Butler stole it away and shot it down ice. Line change for the Spartans. 8 minutes remaining in regulation. The shot and the tip in by Souza. Luke Ballantyne trying to get in. Gwiatkowski got clipped by the stick of Souza. We play on. It's taken by Mueller meanwhile. Spins. Trying to feed Souza. That pass out of his reach. Gwiatkowski gave it right up. Here is Souza in front to the backhand save. Cordy locates it and gets a whistle. Souza just able to keep it in at the line off of Maldonado's skate. Mueller lost it off the boards. Hugulair. Now it's pinned up against the boards. Good work by Maldonado. He comes free with it. and then he has it stripped away. There's a whistle for a penalty. Flood took it away from Maldonado, but the Huskies are going to go to the power play. Face-off win, Maldonado. Ooh, and Peters lost the handle on it. He'll have to retreat back in his own zone to retrieve it. Walker Smith. Micah Maldonado as the Huskies trying to recuperate before re-entering the zone, which they do that right now. Maldonado, a nice move that he puts on Lieberman, doesn't fool him. Smith. Pump fakes. Peters up high. Zimmerman back to Peters. There's Walker Smith on the open side. Shoots and scores. Walker Smith, and they've added the extra point to their touchdown. 7-1. It's been that kind of night for the Huskies. They continue to roll. Hungry for a win, and they're going to get it. They're going to move to 8-2 on the season. Valentine fishing it loose. Van Voris does clear because it was whiffed on. Taken by Sturm. Sturm there over the line. There's a collision. Morgan loses his stick. Puck is in the corner. Kimbrough. Pried loose of Valentine. Morgan and Mueller. Sturm enters the zone. Morgan, touch pass. Sturm, save made with the shoulder by Skylar Cord. Van Voris had it stolen away from him. Deutsch tried a shot that was canceled. A good defensive recovery by Morgan. Deutsch with another deflection into the zone. Van Voorhis on the case. He gave it right up in front. Here's Deutsch. Shoots one, and that one went through the crease, getting it with the toe. Finneman. Mueller, a nice little behind the back pass. Morgan to the net. Tried the return pass. Mueller went through his skates. Sturm leaving it there for Van Voris. Right across the Leafs logo. Mueller spinning, turning back. Morgan creating space, shooting, save, Cord, rebound in front. Morgan gets to it. Now it's Mueller again. Mueller surveying, threading the needle pass. Morgan's shot is blocked by Kimbrough. Winding up is Norkus, the deflection in front. Never made it to the net. Hit his own man. Morgan trying to fish this puck loose. Blue sweaters everywhere. The Huskies get the puck. J.J. Mueller trying to set up something. Mueller still with it. Butler runs into him. That's thrown to the net. Blocker to side off a Walker Smith shot. Morgan creates space and from the circle shoots into the Cord's glove. Whistle with 3:54 remaining in regulation. Cleared out of the zone by the Spartans. Pathana, retrieval, Rubka. Lost the puck back into the defensive zone. The Huskies have to touch up. Great pass intercepted by Lieberman, intended for Rybka. Lieberman shoots off of the stick of Peters. Given right back to the Huskies, and here's a long diagonal pass. Connecting with Russell. Shoots, save, rebound, wide open net, score! Lukowinski, his second of the game, and it's 8-1. Marks is getting tied up in behind the play with Gwiazdowski. And a setup play. Varallo shoots just wide. Shirky. And played right in front, and a shot by Souza just wide. To Marks, the shoots, and it winds up in the net. Tipped in maybe by Varallo. Looks like it was 9-1. Sturm crosses the line. Russell there. Can't get past the defense of Kimbrough. Now to the corner. Deutsch gets it out. He's outmanned, and he's dump and chase attempt. Blocked off. Franklin. Puck sails off of Rybka's stick in behind. Kimbrough, the first one there, but he's hounded by Rybka. He's got it now as it squirts loose to him. Getting it to the front of the net. Lukowinski was looking for the hat trick. It sailed through the crease. Lukowinski trying to stay onside. He did get a step on the D. He's got it now, and he's looking over his options. Locates Morgan. Back to Lukowinski. A good opportunity there. Denied by Cord. Finneman will leave it for Lukowinski. Down to the final minute. Peters tried to thread it through to Lukowinski. Cut off nicely by Flood. And he gets it out. Cam Pathana over the line. It's brought down in behind. Referee with his hand up in the air. A whistle with 35.9 remaining. Looks like Lieberman's going to get a penalty. Tripping is the call, and the Huskies will be up a man. Souza, face-off win. to the back Peters. Robbie Zimmerman. And Peters again. Playing catch with Zimmerman. Tried to thread it to Luke Winsky. They're trying to get him the hat trick. He wants it standing inside the three-man defensive box. He's got it. Smith. Trying to thread it through to Luke Winsky. Went back to Souza. Luke Winsky in front of the net. Could not corral the pass. 2 seconds and 1. He throws it behind the net. That'll do it. He's more concerned about the win, and they get it. 9-1 Huskies. Both teams will shake hands, and a dominating performance from the Huskies, who pick up their 8th win of the season. We thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast, and be sure to tune in soon as the D3 Huskies will take on the Illinois State Redbirds in a rematch from last night at 8:15 Central Time. From here, I will see you. James Goronsky will see you for the D3 game, for those of you tuning in. If not, I'm James Goronsky saying good night all.